YouTube, it is YouTube's public enemy #1, Olympus Reptiles. I only say that because they keep screwing with us. And I'm just tired, so I figure I can bitch a little bit today. But this is one of those things that comes up when you keep reptiles, alright? Kurt and I are here. We're working. It's after midnight on the day we both went to our day jobs. And then, actually, you didn't have your day job today, did you, Kurt?
Yes, I did.
Oh, he did. He just got back from vacation, so we get a little hard time. And then I actually had to go to a charity event. So I had to go to my charity event. Got this really cool game worn K-State helmet signed by Bill Snyder. Pretty excited. And he had to go work rats. He just got back from vacation. So we've literally put in these really long days doing crap that if we were just on a normal Saturday or normal day, we wouldn't do. Come home, feeding snakes a day late because his vacation. And what do we find? Eggs. Really excited about finding eggs. But you're also really tired. Like, damn, that's one more thing to do. And that's part of this daily grind. Like, that's part of what you have to do. They don't run on my schedule, you know? They don't go, hey, excuse me, Matt, is it cool if I lay some eggs today? Is that a convenient time for you to work? And I go, yeah, that'd be great. Or, hey, can you wait till tomorrow? They drop eggs and they want to drop eggs. I come home, I find eggs, we got to deal with it. So, that's what we're doing. We're both here. We happen to have a camera. We thought we'd film it and show you how we do that. We never miss the opportunity to make a video. One, brand new tub, some Brian Barczyk Reptile Prime. And I know some of you get weird about that. Remember, if you like Brian Barczyk, great product, right? If you're one of those that doesn't like Brian Barczyk, remember his bag or his face is on a bag of something your snakes are going to poop on. So either way, great product. The reason we use this is, from what I have found so far in different products, this has been my favorite product as a snake litter. I don't care if they put a picture of the Pope on here. If it's the best snake litter out there, I'm going to use it. In my opinion, it is. The guys that actually make it are named Brent and Vince. They're at the Reptile Prime factory. It used to be called Herptopia. And we've been using it since it was Herptopia. They're awesome cats. They literally found out about this because they were building cat litter. Kurt's tried that. He's actually teaching his cat to poop into crapper, like the human crapper, using cat spot. If it does pretty good, I shouldn't say he is, Just Being Jen. If you haven't checked out that channel yet, that's his girlfriend. She's trying to make him funny on there, and it's not working, but she's pretty funny. So give that a watch, and it's actually her trying to teach cats to poop in the toilet. Maybe they can make a vlog, because cat videos, you know, YouTube was made for cat videos. The internet was made for adult videos, but YouTube was made for cat videos, and PewDiePie. So, there's that. Alright, brand new litter. We got our water cup. We need to hose this stuff down. Give it a little bit of moisture. Pull it out for a second. Now, even though this is my snake, perfectly healthy, no issues whatsoever. This is just water. Whenever I do a new tub setup or a tub cleaning, one thing I always do is I give it a mite treatment. Not because we have mites, because, you know, we go outside, there's reptiles here, we deal with other people's reptiles, we won't part of a retail shop, we deal with people with reptiles. It's always good just to kind of make sure. Let's give a little bit of a pre-treatment. Now, this is ready. All it needs is, where did I put the water bottle? Some water in our cup. Glug, 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 glug. Why all this? Well, a couple reasons. One, we're going to be revamping this entire reptile room. These two racks are going to be sliding over. A bunch of new stuff is coming in. So as I get a chance to move snakes out of those racks right now, I'm doing it. And reason number 2 is pretty simple. It's just, you want a new tub, or disinfected, fully clean tub. So if you're going to use the same one, put them in a lockbox, clean everything up. It gets all the smells and scents out of there, helps them not try to like incubate the water dish or anything crazy like that. We'll pull her out. I'm going to pull her all the way out so you can see her. What this is a calico blitz that she's setting on eggs. Now, you got a couple different options. One is you can just do this little trick by hand. 2, if you don't want to get bit, you can use a tool, because she's usually pretty mad. If you're going to do it by hand, give her something to focus on. Try to come from behind. And no, you may get bit. And usually, if you pester them a little bit, you can get them off of those eggs. Come on, girly. Sometimes you can spin them around. How many did we get there? See, she doesn't want to get off of them. She's going to be all kinds of angry. But you just work. And there you go. Off the eggs, undisturbed. Give her a look over now that she's doing good. Make sure she looks empty. She does look empty to me. You can see how concave she is. Put her up in her new home. She's mad at me. She'll go in there willing enough. Okay, she's taken care of. Next thing next is we're going to look. We got, looks like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So, let me go grab my flashlight. I'll be right back. We'll candle these right here, put them in the incubation tub, and go from there. All right, the next step is, now I get all my tools, we want to check these eggs, make sure they're all fertile. They all look fertile, but I've actually seen fertile eggs. Well, not fertile, but eggs that look fertile that actually aren't. So we're going to give those a check. If you want to kill that, Kurt, have a handy dandy flashlight. All right, let's look. See those? Those are veins. That's what you want to see. That's a good egg. That's a good egg. I don't know how it's showing on that side. This is a good egg. That looks great. That's a good egg. That's a good egg. And this one, you probably can't see it from there, but I can tell you over here on this side, I do see vein work. Also a good egg. And that's all you got to do. Now we know they're all good. We'll take my version of the longest mile walk here in just a second. I've got my incubation tub prepped and ready. Again, you want to see how we set these up. We've done a few videos on it. They can't touch the moisture. Very, very important. See, with these rack systems, that's all wet in there. They can't touch it. I can put in a lot of pressure, a lot more than they will on there. And that will hold humidity like a boss. You just simply pick these up. They're all stuck together. I don't mind them being stuck together. Here's the key. Then test fit this. If this is touching, I don't like that. And guess what? It is. So of course, when they're touching, what we're going to have to do is remove some of these from the pile. Really simple to do, and don't worry about the dirt on there. That's not going to hurt anything. You just kind of gently pull. It looks like you're ripping them. You're most likely not. See, it's just a natural adhesive. Now this egg's going to be a problem from the word go. So we'll want to keep it pretty much the same. So what we'll have to do is, I always keep a box of Q-tips in here. Reason being is it is important for these eggs to be roughly the same location that they were before. The problem is this is a very, very long egg and it was already hitting the top, so it's going to be interesting. And all I do is I just build a perch. Like that. And that may not be the exact position, but it should be close enough. This one was also hitting, so we'll pull it off the pile. Nice and gentle. Boop. I usually find that there's a way they come off easier than like there's a right direction. Come on. There we go. And what we'll do is we'll set that one there. It'll help prop that one the way it was anyway. And then we'll take, and again, we'll brace it up. Just like so. Q-tips work great for this. And I'm going to put a few more. And Q-tips are cheap. So, you know, when in doubt, use another Q-tip. Make sure everything's nice and sturdy. See, it's all cradled, shouldn't move. And this one is also close to touching. So what we'll do, and this will be the last one I'm going to remove from the pile. Some people use fishing line to do this. I've never found it necessary. It's scary as hell, especially the first time you have to do it. Because it just feels like you're tearing them apart. But I've never had that ever be an issue. Okay, we'll fit that there. And again, if you notice, we're trying to keep them relatively the same position they were when they laid. Up is up, down is down, that sort of thing.
And why is that?
Well, you know, I've heard that once that baby sets, if the egg rolls, it's going to cause it to die. I've also heard, no, it won't cause a problem at all. You can roll them around all you want. I don't want to tempt the fates on that one, so I tend to figure Mom knew what she was doing. Early on, I know it's not going to hurt them to roll. How do I know that? I've seen eggs rolling around in the tubs before from the mother without nearing an issue. So, but after a while they've been setting, and I know these were just laid. We caught her in the act of laying, waited for her to finish, went ahead with feed day. So these are all fresh. They move a little bit. I'm not too worried about it. But I still want them to be relatively the same position. All right, and then what I like to do is I write on them. It does two things. One, it tells me which direction they should be oriented in case one does roll. So I'm always writing on what's up. And two, you see I'm writing the number 3. That's clutch number 3 for this year. That way I can log that in my incubator. And then I know where it goes. One more peek. Hey, look at that. We got good clearance everywhere. These are ready to go. And now it's time to take that really long walk into the incubator. Why I say it's the longest walk is, you know, right now I'm holding 7 snakes, hopefully. You know, and if I drop this or anything like that, I'm screwed. We don't want to do that. So we come on here. Again, we're using our homemade fridge incubator. Slide these right in on top of clutch number 1 and number 2. I don't mark my tubs because I mark my eggs, and then I like to come in here right after I do it. This is why chalkboard paints the shit. Today was the 6th, correct?
Yep.
I mark clutch number, the date, the parents. In this case, what we have is we have a calico times the blitz. We also got 7 eggs. What I'll do a little later is this is her 2nd year. I'll go back and look at clutch number 1 from last year from her, see how many she had, see if she had more this year or the same, kind of how she's doing production-wise. And for what we're looking at here, this is our first clutch of the year was Mojave to GHI. The Mojave female, that was her first clutch, so 7's kind of her baseline. Champagne to Inchy, she dropped 10. I haven't looked yet, but I know that that's better than she did last year. Calico Blitz, 7 eggs. I want to say, didn't she do 5 last year? Does that sound right?
Yeah.
I think it was 5, maybe 6.
It's 5 because we got 2.
2 Calico.
Yeah, 2.
2 Calitzes. Calico Blitz. Calitz, our first. We got to post that, though. And then what else do we get out of that? We got a Blitz female.
A Blitz and I think 2 normals.
Probably. Then the other Blitzes we sold. Maybe, I don't remember. I have to look back. But that's, and then 2, you know, our numbering system. It also comes from this. All right, guys. Kurt says, Matt, you talk too damn much. The battery died. What we're talking about is this is our first line of defense when it comes to our numbering system and tracking of our eggs. And when you see our numbers or serial numbers, number 1 will tell you it's from this clutch. The next 2 numbers, 01 through 07, will tell you which baby it is. And then 18 will tell you the year. So that way we can always tell where a baby came from. It's kind of bad. We can always tell where a baby came from. I can go back in my computer as all this transfers over, and I can also look and see what it was after we do the live cutting. So we're 3 clutches in. We've got a total of 24 eggs. If you're keeping score, that is just a bit over 7 per egg. Pretty happy with that, being how this was a smaller female, this was a 1st-year female, and this was a 3rd-year female, but dropped 10 eggs. So we're definitely doing better than what the average tends to be of 6. Kurt, do you have any questions?
Nope.
All right, guys, thanks for watching. That's how we pull our eggs.